I can't do no contact because we work together. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about when you can't do no contact or go through the no contact rule because you are actually working together and you see them physically. So just to give you a brief overview of what the no contact rule means, basically means when you are not talking to your ex or someone that you was really interested in order to reattract them. So it's basically taking away your interest, so not messaging them, not liking their stuff on social media, in hopes to reattract your ex or someone that you had a crush on and liked. So what happens if you can't actually do no contact because you see them every day? So the main point that I want to make, and I think this is the most crucial point, okay, when it comes to when you're seeing an ex that you want to reattract in your life and you have to see them every day, is that you kind of have to not treat them differently. You kind of have to go about it as if this whole thing hasn't bothered you. So if you are working with your ex, you can't treat them differently than everyone else you're working with. When you come into work, just talk to them like you do the other people at your workplace. So if you, let's say, the first thing that you do when you go into work is you go and make a cup of coffee in the canteen or something, and a lot of people you work with are there, your ex is there, you just go up to people and say, how you usually do. Like if you have this morning routine of saying to everyone, oh, good morning, how are you, how was your weekend, saying all these different things. You have to do that to your ex. You have to treat them like you do everyone else at the workplace. And first of all, what this will do is if you just treat them like another colleague, it's going to make them wonder about you. It's going to make them, wow, why are they treating me like this? Their behavior is so strange. Like it's like it never happened. They're treating me so strangely. They're going to wonder about it. They're going to be very curious about you as to why you're just treating them like everybody else, So another thing that you want to avoid doing is giving them the silent treatment and being butthurt about the situation. So whenever they walk into a room, you kind of just like turn away, or you give them like an annoyed look, or you just clearly look annoyed and agitated. Don't do that, because you are treating them differently. You are making the situation awkward as well. So, for them, they might be doing those things. Let them make the situation awkward. You don't do that. You be the bigger person and just, treat them like everyone else. So just imagine that they are another colleague. Just imagine them and see them as just everyone else you work with, and treat them like that kind of work colleague acquaintance thing. Kind of like you're kind of happy to see them, you have a little chat with them, and then you move on to the next person. Whatever it is. Obviously, if this is not something you do anyway, like let's say you see them but you don't really talk to people at work, then again, just do what you do every day. Don't treat your work day any differently than you did when you were together, or before you broke up, or before you even got together. Just act how you would usually do on any other regular day of work. So if you think you're going to struggle with this, then my advice is to work on your confidence, because obviously if you are around your ex and you're getting all these anxiety feelings, and you're feeling really frustrated, or you're getting really high strung, then you need to work on your confidence and your inner serenity. Basically, you need to be at peace with them being around, because obviously if your ex works with you, you can't avoid them. So you need to do this. You need to become more confident and at peace with yourself when they are in the room. Otherwise it's just going to become awkward and difficult, and it's not going to make your day flow very easily. So if you need help with that, then please watch this video on building your confidence. But the main thing that I want to stress here is just to treat them like everybody else. So the next thing, which I think is really important as well, and that is to avoid gossip at work. So obviously if you were with someone who you work with, then probably other people know about it. So it might be your friend, so you've talked to them about it, and your ex probably has friends as well that they've at the workplace that they've obviously talked to about it as well. Even if you haven't personally said anything about your past relationship with this person, they still might have. So avoid any gossip. Avoid talking badly about them to other work colleagues, because that's only going to come back around to bite you. Because even if you're really close with a bunch of people at your workplace and you're gossiping about your ex and bad mouthing them, one of them is probably going to say something to your ex. It's going to come back to bite you. So avoid gossiping about your ex. In fact, it's probably best when you're at a workplace is to avoid gossip altogether, because I think gossip is very toxic and it usually does come back around to bite you in the butt, because you just don't know these people as well as, let's say, your really close friends, because you don't know what people are like. You can't be inside someone's head. So even if you have an integrity, and even if you won't relay gossip to other people, that doesn't mean that the other people you work with won't. You don't know what it's like to be them. You're not inside their head. You don't know 100% who these people are. Even if you've worked with them for a long time, you still don't know. You still don't know how they're going to do things, because someone can hide who they are very easily. It's best to avoid gossip altogether. So if you have entertained it in the past, try and stamp that out. You can let other people gossip, they can do what they like, but just don't you say anything that's gossipy that can come back around to bite you in the butt, because it's not going to help you, and this kind of stuff usually does come back around to bite you. So if you have actually also your ex on social media, try to avoid any posts that are directed at them or indirectly directed at them, because usually when you make a post about someone, the other person might be able to tell. Your ex isn't stupid. They'll be able to read between the lines usually, okay? So if you post anything on social media that is directed at them, you need to stop doing that kind of thing, because they probably do know it's about them. Even if they don't know for sure it's about them, they're probably suspicious about it. So if you're posting things that are negative, that are sappy, or that are, let's say, depressing because of your breakup, it's going to come across really bad and very immature. It's going to come across very weak and very needy. So avoid posting anything on social media that does anything like that. If you can't help yourself, then try not to post anything on social media, because if you're in the habit of doing something like that, then you need to start stamping that out quickly, because the more you do it, the more your ex is just going to pull away and get frustrated with you and annoyed at you. So anyway, if you have some tips and some advice about this topic, then please leave them in the comments. If you would like me to discuss something in a future video, then also leave that in the comments as well, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you would like help with me personally and you would like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. Alternatively, you can just send me a quick email using the email address provided in this video's description box, and we can work something out that way. Please like, please subscribe, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.